Welcome back to Yummies with Yoda. If you haven't been here before, welcome. We're so happy to have you here. And if you haven't done this already, make sure to fricassee the like button after it's been smothered. Today we are making London broil with rainbow chard. Yes, so good. All right, but hey, hang on, don't go anywhere. We're gonna start in 5 seconds. Welcome back. As you can see, we've assembled all of our ingredients here. We've got onion powder, freshly ground black pepper, garlic powder, beef bouillon granules, our vinegar, quartered tomatoes, our baking soda, liquid smoke, mini broccoli, some parsley for garnish, and bacon. Everything goes better with bacon, don't you think so? And then here's our beautiful cut of London broil steak. Let's get cooking. Now, remember to use your baking soda with your steak for a more tender cut. I'm just going to liberally spread some over the top here. Flip her around. Get some on the back. And definitely this is something I advocate a lot. And so if you didn't watch the video that includes why I'm doing this, I will link it in the description below. First, we're going to use our liquid smoke. Let me push this over because it's going to bubble a bit. So I'm going to put the liquid smoke on there first. It's pretty acidic. Ooh, it's almost going over. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, there we go. Good stuff. Almost. That was almost a disaster. All right. One more time. And just be very careful. Don't be like me. Don't be like Yoda. Okay. Now, we've got her set. She's going to sit in this for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to get sizzling. We're getting started. Oh, and we've already preheated our cast iron skillet with those lovely char lines on it. So let me get her going. And I'm just going to put her down here. Listen to that sizzle. Now this particular cut of steak we'll probably leave on here for maybe about 7 or 8 minutes. We did give her a quick rinse before we put her on there so that would be ready to go. All right, so we've already put our bouillon granules on our steak and got her on to fry. I'm coming in with the garlic, just gonna pinch. Again, these recipes are not the be-all, end-all. Make it your own. Spice it up. Give it a little bit of taste with you. If you put a little bit of you in it, you could never go wrong. And what I'm doing now is I'm coming in with the onion powder. And this smells so amazing. I wish you could smell it. Oh. I'm going to come over here and put the top back on there so that it gets those nice pretty chard lines. And this will be on for maybe about 8 minutes, depending on your taste as far as steaks go. So we're going to sit this here and get started on our chard. All right, let's go. We've got our chard all set to go. This is rainbow chard. I'm going to pull it out. I've already cut the stems off, so we should be raring to go there. I'm just going to make a couple of liberal wide cuts. Here we go. And cut it off into 3 sections. And and set the other two aside. Come here, kind of roll it in as tight as I can get it. The only reason I'm not actually doing this is so that when we cook it, it will cook faster, more evenly, and as we work with it, it won't be as cumbersome. So with those longer parts, it's just a pain in the butt. So, all right, and we got her going. Oh, this is a lot of fun. This is actually a lesser known vegetable many people do not use, but it is filled with antioxidants and really, really healthy. Even the stalk is edible. So it just takes a little longer to cook, but even the stalk is edible. So when you're making it, you could even use spinach when you're making this. Oh my goodness. Mix it in, so tasty. So I'm gonna put it back in the bowl. We did pre-wash this before we got it started. There we go. All right, so now, again, we're going to go over to our nonstick pot. Let's go. I've got olive oil, and I'm just going to put a smidge in here, not much. These pans are amazing. They're diamond coated, so it shouldn't be doing like anything, and you shouldn't have to use any at all. And first, I'm going to put my chard in. Make sure that, of course, you wash it and try to keep it as dry as possible, because if you put a whole lot of moisture in there, it is going to pop you. All right. And then I'm going to come in with my favorite, just a little bit of chicken bouillon granule. If you've noticed that I am not measuring, I am measuring from the heart. Because if you cook with a little bit of love in your heart, you could never go wrong. Okay, and then over here, I've got my garlic. And it especially helps when you're making it for someone you care about, which is always nice. And then my onion powder. The tomatoes will come in much later, but you can do the bacon now if you want. So just dump all that in there. Oh yeah. Good stuff. All right, so let's see what our beef is doing. So we got our one side done, so we're just gonna season this side over here just a little bit. If you notice, today I am not using any measurements at all because I am measuring from the heart. That there was our beef bouillon granules, and then here is our onion powder. Just a little bit. Oh, isn't that so pretty? And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of cracked black pepper. Okay, you're going to cook your chard, brown it on both sides. Now that that's brown, we are going to put in our quarter tomatoes, because that's not, you want to save it for very last because they do not take very long. You're just going to al dente them a bit. Oh, so good. I know that most people don't use chard very often, so this would be a lovely addition to your cooking repertoire. We are now trimming our steak. This London broil sits so beautifully. I sat it here for maybe about 5 minutes so that it would be a lot easier to cut. We're going to get our steak all sliced up. You want to cut them into strips as thin as you can get them. And leave it completely intact if you can. That way, when you get ready to sit it on the plate, you can splay it out in such a way where it'll look really delicate and tasty, be more appealing to the eye. This particular one with London broil, I like to char the outside and then leave it just a little pink on the inside, so it gives it a bit of pop of color, which looks so nice. And then just do it all the way to the butt. That's good stuff. All right, there we go. Almost done. All right. Okay, now we've got our plates all ready, so let us go and see what we can do. Oh, check it out there. Isn't she gorgeous? We're all set to plate. So I am just going to take our London broil, slide it right off there. This particular one, I love this cut of meat just because it's so versatile and you can use just about anything with it. So I'm going to spread it out in like a fan-like consistency there so it spreads, and oh, look at how pretty that is. That looks so good. Just spread it out. And I did pre-make some tomato roses, tomato roses. I can link the video in the description below as well, so that you know how to do that. And then push her up like that. Oof, so pretty. And then I'm going to take a little bit of our parsley that we had earlier. Just shake some loose and make them kind of close together in variable sizes, so that this is one of those dishes, once you dress it up, you just simply cannot go wrong. All right, and then take one of our tomato roses. Oh, the bud's coming off. There we go. There's that. Oh, wait, let's roll her back up again. There we go. That's one. How about we use a little bit more right here for our smaller rows? Okay. Oh, gorgeous. All right, for our chard, we're just going to take about a handful, not too much, there we go, and mound it. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this baby broccoli, spritz it on the side. You can use just about anything. Let your imagination run wild. So again, these recipes are not the be-all end-all. If there's something that I'm using in the cooking, you can certainly substitute it, but oh, isn't that gorgeous. Thank you so much for just coming on this journey with me. It is my absolute honor and pleasure to have you here. I cannot convey that enough, and it's very, very sincere. If you haven't already, make sure to fricassee the like button after it's been smothered for more great content that does help the channel, as well as it lets me know that you're liking what you're seeing. And until next time, do not forget, be kind, be caring. You never know, you could be entertaining an angel.